When we talk about studying in Japan, going to a language school, I have to tell you the truth. It's just like not the complete opposite of relaxed. When I was studying in Tokyo, it was not fun. Most of you are going to hate it. They'll walk around and, what is this person doing? What are you all doing? They'll watch you. We got scolded quite a lot. They notice everything.
You've been here for 2 weeks. You should have a red pen now.
Yeah, I got a pencil. In my head, it's like, what does it matter? But no, that was the first mistake, going against orders. So the teacher tells you to do something, whether you think it's necessary or not, you need to do it. I took a sip of water.
Yeah, you can't be drinking water in the classroom. That is not Japanese style. That is rude in Japan.
I was thirsty.
If you're thirsty, you better wait an hour and a half and then you can get a drink in the hallway.
And it was paying them to basically, to put it simply, treat me like a child. I went to Tokyo, which was the other mistake. If you have the chance to go out to the countryside like Tohoku, up here in the north, in Akita, it's a totally different experience. This building is an old elementary school, but they don't treat you like an elementary school student. This is the classroom. Scary teacher. I couldn't have any kind of friendship with my teacher, let alone really hanging out with your teacher. They're not allowed to hang out with you after class. It's a school rule. That's not allowed. But even above that, they would switch teachers every day for 5 days a week, and I never agreed with the Tokyo school about that. I'm like, I want to get to know Tanaka sensei, I want to get to know Kato sensei, but you can't because you only see them once a week. It's unfortunate, but not here. You really get to know who your teacher is, and I just wish I had this chance.
No good.
靴に当たっちゃった。
信じられない。
初めて見たよ。
信じられない。もうそれ全部トミーさんだよ。
全部私にやった。私に。
That shoe flavor on there from when he dropped it. Perfect seasoning. It's a completely different atmosphere. You might get the wrong impression of Japan if you only see big cities like Tokyo and Osaka or Fukuoka. You might get the feeling that nobody wants to talk to you, you're bothersome, everyone's just, looking straight, tunnel vision, not concerned about what's going on, don't bother me, don't talk to me, I'm busy. But if you go to basically anywhere else in Japan, it's a totally different country. You're still in Japan, but it feels completely different. You come out here to somewhere like Akita, in the middle of nowhere with these Akita dogs. It's not working! Akita style. I'm the master. Generally, you get this one size fits all. Okay, this is Nihongo Gakko, this is Japanese school. They packed too many people into that school, too many students, because it's Tokyo, they gotta make a profit. And then we just didn't have a chance to talk. There would be people there that were in that language school for a year, and they could answer questions on the Japanese language proficiency test, but they couldn't actually form coherent sentences.
アミさん、今日は何月何日ですか？
今日は2月11日です。
はい、いいですね。2月11日です。じゃあブレッドさん、今日は何曜日ですか？
今日は土曜日です。
いいですね、土曜日です。
After a year living in Japan and taking classes 5 days a week, you should be able to hold a basic conversation, but it's just like you get this rare opportunity and you can't talk. Or if somebody comes up to you on the street, wants to talk to you, you just, the barrier is there. You should be watching videos. You should be listening to audio lessons. I've recommended that Pimsleur many, many times, not only because I've used it, but I've given it to my mom to use. I'm so confident in their ability to help you remember. They like play tricks with your mind. You think you've memorized something, oh, I got this word down, then you go to say it and it's like, you just can't recall it. So that's why Pimsleur is really good. Now this school here in Akita has a really awesome video program where you can watch these videos, and they're actually local places if you're ever interested in coming here, and I highly recommend it. You'll already know a lot about it, and you'll learn some basic Japanese so you can get around here. And they're selling it really, really reasonably. It's really great. It's gonna get you started. And there's the students.
These are all our students from the past.
Lots of Aussies, Americans over there. Yeah. Lots of people from Europe. I think in people's minds they imagine, oh, I'm studying Japanese with a bunch of people from other countries like in Europe or maybe North America. No, it's almost all people from neighboring Asian countries. And their reasons for coming to Japan are very different from Western people's reasons. I think Western people want to have that experience and they really value speaking more than anything else. But the other students, yeah, this might be the once in a lifetime chance for them to come to Japan, and a lot of them are coming here because they want to work here or they want to get into some trade school over here. So their priorities are different from you. They might be working until midnight every night at their part-time job. They come in, they're sleeping like this because the class is boring and they're tired. So they're sleeping like this every day, and the teacher's getting angry. And I don't blame the teacher for getting angry, but the students were disappointed. So they're in a bad mood, we're in a bad mood, and it was unfortunate. And some of them were really good teachers too, but just they had to fit inside this box, which I think is unfortunate, but not here. The teacher used to sit in front of the classroom and we would answer questions from a recording, and she would just press the play button, like just beep, okay, and then it starts asking us questions. We write ABC. It's like, I could have done this at home. Wait, why did I come to Japan for this? So you're going to be disappointed in most of the schools in the big cities. I lasted about 6 months. I gave it a good 6 months, and I started looking at all these different schools, and they were all the same. And when I went to Waseda University after the language school, I got along with all the teachers and never had a single problem. But that language school, man, sitting in a classroom and practicing multiple choice questions on a test, because that's actually what you're gonna get if you're in Tokyo, and that's what I got. I didn't care so much about the touristy areas. I wanted to hang out with real people and see how Japanese people really live. 1、2、3、
いくよ。
行こう。
Go!
It's just the greatest feeling in the world when you have that back and forth and you're laughing. You started the fire! Why is it always you?
Someone set up against me.
I've never seen anything like this before. Learn something on your own. Do self-studying. You'll already have a foundation before you even get here. You'll be like ready to start, get on the ground, hit the ground running, and you won't have the experience I did where you couldn't talk to anyone and you got lost and it wasn't all that fun the first time in Tokyo.
Woo! やった。
Going again. And why go to Tokyo or why stop there? Go see the rest of Japan. There's much more interesting places than Tokyo and much friendlier people, trust me. Even if you just want to be a tourist over here, getting started with some Japanese and understanding the locations where you could go would help you so much. It's going to make your experience a lot better. So I hope that you can enjoy it too and get studying. Start self-studying with some lessons, audio lessons, or some video lessons like here. And be prepared when you come over or when you have a chance to talk to Japanese people in your own community. It will also help you interact better.